introduce this man to you, it would take the whole hour, and I'm sure he is no stranger. We would like to thank Dr. Rousseau, who is 80 years young this year. We would like to thank you for coming all the way to Scotland. We are privileged to have you here this year. We would like to thank you for all your inspirational teaching and the generosity of your knowledge. We've all learned so much from you. Thank you so much.
Well, it's been a pleasure for me. I'm just very happy to be here, and I just spoke to this gentleman backstage who's going to play for us, and he had a saxophone. I said, "Oh, you play saxophone?" I said, "I do too." Oh, it's wonderful. We have something in common, don't we?
So we have two students this afternoon. The first is Jindrich Felds from Norway. He's going to be playing the first movement of the Bernhard Heiden Sonata. And secondly, Kat Edson from the UK, who is going to play the second movement of the Creston Sonata.
So would you join me in welcoming Jindrich and Janácek Philharmonic? I get always mixed up on the quavers and the semi-quavers and so on. But what we're talking about.
Bernhard Heiden was a dear friend of mine. We were colleagues together for 30 years at Indiana University. And I had the opportunity to play this many times for him and to discuss it. So style is one thing we just talked about. Tempo is another. I thought your opening tempo was good. He felt that 126 is a minimum tempo, but that this should never be out of break. It should never be young down, da da da. I heard it play that way. It's ridiculous because you have it's such a martial sounding piece. So we want to keep that. It's a very strong move. Now, as we go down, the 2-4-6-8, 2-4-6-8, all or 3-8, 2-4-3-8. All he's doing, he's using the same pattern 2 times. You see, but he displays it. Would you play that for us, please? Without the melody. You have to get that. One way to practice that is forget the 3-8 and just practice with your. Does that make sense? Yeah. Let's try it. That's exactly what the sound should be. And the next time, you see, when he does it twice, you see, but with the 2-4-3, it gives momentarily a little, it's a little bit. All right, now we have a second theme. Do you have any idea what form this piece is? Know anything about the form? Have you thought about that? Haven't studied it? It's sonata form. And it's so clearly sonata form that in this return, you notice at the end of the exposition, there's a double bar. And this is 1937. So it's still in the classical tradition. See, no repeat sign, but a double bar. Okay, so just to have that in mind. Now, on the C sharp here, we have to do something. We have to do something. Now, your instrument, are you series 3? Series 2, okay. Then you have an option. You have an option. How do you play the C sharp?
I play it with
That's an excellent idea. And then? Okay. Let's see how taut it is. to do something about that C sharp. And one of the ways is just to make a greater amount of air. Can you see this? Can you bend it all that? I would suggest you practice it, everybody to practice that little bending exercise, because it changes the air. You need to do something with that. There are fingering techniques, of course. You could add the first finger of the right hand and the high C sharp, that would help. Let's try that. From the lower one. That helps.
Yeah.
But the other changes. Okay. All right. Now we go ahead. I talked about the end of the exposition. Then there is the development section. And here, I think the pianist could start a little bit quicker. I think we can at least the beginning of the development go a little bit quicker. All right. So let's back up this before the double bar. Let's back up the this last three measures, please. The 3 or 4 measures. Okay, there we go. This is perfect. And then roll it. Okay, go ahead, please.
The second thing
while you're playing the long trill, are you counting?
I'm trying to count.
Don't count. Don't count. Because he's playing dee-da, dee-da, dee-da. He has to do that 4 times. So you listen to 4 times what he's doing, and then you do it the 5th time. You see?
Yeah.
You just continue what he did. You don't have to count. All right, please, same place on the lower trill. Oh yeah, right here. Right in here, you made a stringent. I think that's fine. I do that too. But when I get to this point with these pickups, then I go back to tempo primo. You see? So could we start right here, please? This is the second measure of 7. Second measure of 7. Oh, I see. Yes, with the upbeat. Bomb, bomb, then you play, right? He has 4, 1, then you play. Now, as you do the da 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 da, it parallels a little bit what we did earlier with the da da da. It's not da da, but it's similar in that you don't want to go. Okay, now we're going on. We're going on, and we're in good time. We're in good time. Now, what I'd like to especially talk about next is it's hard if you don't have measuring numbers. But before 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 measures before 8. You have 14.
Yeah.
Let's find out what the piano says. Do you have 14?
I start with it and you mean like that very quickly down to
Very, very good. And he's playing 16th notes while you're playing. However, you have a décrescendo. Do you see it? Where do you get softer? Yes, and you should get quite soft before. Start a little earlier because he will be getting louder there.
Yeah.
You see, and then here you want to be soft. Hey, please, let's start there at that place before you. Stop. Get off of the stop notes.
sometimes we're accompanying, and sometimes Giannis is accompanying. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. We take just another minute or so, and then there might be some questions. Okay, we talked about it. Yeah, there's just two other things, two little things I want to talk about. When you're in a court, just before the court, when I saw Creston afterwards, I said, I hope you didn't mind the tempo I took on the second move. Oh, he said, I liked it very much. 66 is too fast. And it really is. We were around 50. Yeah, I usually shoot for 52, 54, somewhere in there. It was a lovely beginning. Now, it wouldn't sound good. You sounded very good on the moment. It wouldn't sound good at 66 for me. It was really, really lovely. Now, it's in 5/4, but one doesn't really realize it. There's just a pulsation as there is in his concerto second movement. Right, you like the number 5, I think. Okay, now, what I would recommend most of all is to be very, very careful of the overall dynamics of the whole piece. Where is the strongest point? Well, obviously that's in here. This is the peak. So I wouldn't play that level earlier. I thought you could be a little less loud early places. And then I'd like to go back for just a moment, if we could, the pickup to measure 13. That's this pickup here. This pickup to measure 13. It's the measure before he says retard slightly. The pickup to the measure before that. Please, did you do that?
Right here, we're going to start right there. Okay, please. Saxophone quartet, some of you might have that. And when it was premiered in '79 at the World Saxophone Congress, he came back stage, I came backstage, I should say, and he was there, and he gave me an autographed copy of the score. I opened it up. All the terms are in Italian. I says, "What's happened?" He said, "I'm growing up." It's interesting fellow. Lovely. That was very, very good. Now, on the high notes, I prefer the regular fingerings rather than the front. I think it's a better sound. Now, the only other thing I'd really like to deal with, we covered the points I wanted there. Your portion is a very good piano. And he has, if you don't mind, I'm going to ask you to play a solo. It's after, we can start actually at 30. We can start right at 30. And then there are 3 full measures out where you have your solo. And what he did, and I'd like you to listen again, is he's very strong, but he has to make a big decrescendo coming back toward the theme of everything. So little by little, we'll bring that down. Okay, let's start at 30, please. otherwise, I think we will adjourn. I thank you for your attendance. The players certainly do. And a special round of applause for Mr.